I deliver bread, so people need their bread fairly early. So I usually get to the bakery 3:30 or 4 in the morning, load my truck, and then I go out on my route and do whatever I have to do that day, which could be, usually it's minimum 10 hours, sometimes it's up to 15 or 16 hours. I'm kind of lucky, I think, where I work. It's a family business. I've been there a long time now, and they do care about Heather. They do care about us, you know. So they understand, but I know it has caused a lot of grief, right? It puts me in bad situations a lot. Like when I have to do stuff for Heather, sometimes I feel guilty about having to call in, right? Even though I know I have to, you know.
Hey, Roger.
Hey, Mike.
Good to see you.
You too.
It's a little cold for shorts.
Not in here.
No? Well, I'm excited to get to make a story with you. It's going to be cool. What I really want to know a little bit more about is what's your story in all of this? What's your experience of this?
We were just starting out, right? We just got married, basically just had a kid. When her dad got sick, that kind of took a little time off. You know, she was looking after her dad until he passed, and then right after that, she got sick. So it's really, our whole life goal and our whole life plan got thrown out the window, right? Thyroid cancer is supposed to be one of the easiest ones to deal with, and it didn't end up being that way with her. Then she just started getting on her feet with that about a year and a half after, and then she got diagnosed with uterine cancer. She had a full hysterectomy, and since then she's had 3 more surgeries because of that. It's just been a constant thing since about 2009. It's almost like another full-time job when I get home. So Shauna's been aware and as involved as she can be for her age since the beginning of it, right? She can't remember Heather not being sick, so she takes care of Heather just like I do, right?
I would have never guessed the kitchen.
That's why you didn't win, huh? I know Heather has a lot of guilt about Shauna having to do this, and she has a lot of other things, but that's a big guilt for her. I feel guilty about it too, and I've been told that sometimes I just got to let things be. Like, you can't fix everything. You just have to kind of sit back and let them happen, right?
Has that sort of guilty feeling, how's that affected your guys' relationship?
There's been times where she's tried to push me away, like over the years, because of it. Like, you know, and a lot of the times where she figures we'd be better off without her. That's a big thing, you know, which isn't true at all.
So that guilty feeling has influenced your relationship?
Oh, for sure it has, yeah.
That one is awesome.
1992.
1992.
New Year's.
Or do you like this one better?
I like the 1992 one better, probably.
Okay. So now that you've sort of seen what it's gonna look like, how do you feel about it?
Oh, you know, I don't like being the center of attention, so I'm a little apprehensive about it, but yeah, it should be good.
I know this, you know, it's not, like you said, you don't want the focus to be on you, but I think it's a really important story to share. Yeah. So, yeah.
I've thought of like, hey, I should get rid of it like Mom, but I see what she runs. I love you guys.
Hello. Hi.
And she's taller than me.
She is.
Let's see. Let's make it official. Come on.
I also don't have boots, so that could be a problem.
Is it official?
It's official.
Dang it. Yeah, that's everyone?
I believe that's it.
All right, should we get going then?
Sure.
Let's do it. Hey everybody, let's all head into the living room. We're gonna get going on the story. And you guys, as part of Heather and Roger's, you know, close sort of friends and family and support network, hopefully it'll be great to hear a bit of Roger's story so you guys can continue to support them, which I think you all done in a pretty incredible way. All right, here we go. It's Roger's story.
Hi, Rod. Did you get some news today?
I did.
What was it?
Flames are winning. Yeah. And you think?
I've always loved sports, especially the interviews where the players say the same 10 lines no matter what questions they're asked. Just got to get more pucks to the net. was in the right place at the right time. Our compete level was just not high enough. Giving it 110%. Sometimes I feel like I'm a sports reporter, with people repeating the same phrases to me all the time. You just gotta stay positive. I had a friend who had that same thing. I don't know how you do it. 4 years after watching Heather's father pass away from cancer, she was diagnosed with thyroid cancer herself. It's the puppy dog of cancer, we were told. 1 surgery, radioactive iodine, and a 99% chance of full recovery. Sitting alone in my car waiting for Heather's surgery to finish, all I could think about was that we had signed a do not resuscitate order and a living will before the surgery. It didn't sound like a puppy dog to me. Sometimes you do what you think is right, then it turns out to be wrong. I remember after one of Heather's surgeries, Shauna was turning 7, and I planned a joint birthday party for her with one of her friends. I had it all planned out, thinking I was saving Heather a lot of stress, as she was still recovering. The kids had fun, and I thought it went great, but 2 months later she told me that I had hurt her by not including her in the party planning. After years of being sick, she felt like she was being excluded from the family, like she was no longer part of the team. It feels like we've been working so hard as a family but not moving anywhere, always waiting for the other shoe to drop, hoping for the best, expecting the worst. I just want my family to have a normal life again, and that keeps me going. I sometimes joke with the guys at work, saying, happy to be here, hoping to make a difference. But when it comes to my family, I really mean it.
Yeah, here we are. Roger's story.
That's well done. It was very well done. Yeah.
Your attitude to this has been amazing, though. You have been an amazing person for this family, a very strong man.
You are a very huge part of why your family's still going, why Heather still fights. She has you to support her no matter what.
I'm sitting here, I have a million thoughts running through my mind. I have never met a man like Roger.
Oh.
This man is a rock, steadfast, kind, even when his mother-in-law does daffy things. If I could change it, I would. When I get the phone calls, a little bit dies inside. I think, oh no, how much more is she supposed to go through?
I don't see a lot of it. Because I'm farther away. And I really feel guilty about it. I feel I should help them more. I think all your friends have had guilt, though, at some point, honestly. Yeah, all of us have had guilt, so you're not alone.
See, it's amazing how the friends feel guilty, right? Where I feel guilty, because I put you guys through hell. I told Rod a long time ago to leave because of the guilt of this.
Puts a lot of pressure on a relationship, that's for sure, it does.
Yeah.
So maybe there's a lot of guilt in this room right now.
Yeah.
Can we just like let go of that guilt?
Yeah.
Let's just do it, right?
Yeah.
Heather doesn't need to be guilty because stuff happens, life happens. You know, you don't need to be guilty, feel guilty because you had to move away. You know, I think you're right, Heather. I think the guilt, you know, is what separates people from each other when it comes to caring for each other and along over 9 years now. You guys have been going through this, right?
I wanted Rod and Shauna to go live a life and be happy with people.
But I'm happy here.
Yeah, where I
Sure.
couldn't wrap my head around that.
He's happy to be here,
He's happy to be here.
hoping to make a difference.
Yeah. And he is making a difference. He's kept me alive. He's kept me a part of this family. He's kept Shauna going. He's kept everybody going.